Hello guys! Today we have a guest whose name is Aman Tiurin, who is a crypto trader and ECAS indexes expert. Welcome, Aman. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello, guys.
Yeah. So, first of all, could you please tell us a little bit about your background, how you started in crypto, how long did you start here, and what you like in this crypto industry the most?
I have been in crypto for 5 years now, but my trading experience started around 10 years ago when I was 14 years old. First of all, I created some bots on Steam trading platform of Valve. A few years ago, around 3-4 years ago, I decided to research new markets. First of all, I started with stock market. I created a bot with a simple strategy of buying low liquidity stocks when main market are closed, then reselling when I can sell it higher. It was a strategy that depends on statistics and data of few last month. So my bot would trigger when he saw something cheaper than usual. So I repeat my experience with stock market at the same time with crypto market. And but my crypto bot was a little more complicated. He collects more information from different sources and works in the multi-threading. So it works out too. It works actually well. And crypto market somehow better than other markets because it's new, it's growing, and when the market new, especially growing, it's always imperfect. And in such markets as crypto right now, it's easy to earn money because market imperfection, it's always the key to trading and investing. Because if you check stock market right now, it's a lot harder to earn money on it.
I see. Well, yeah, but with all those imperfections, there are also risks, aren't there?
Investing in crypto and any investing is always risky. If you're talking about crypto, it's maybe most risky one. But if your risk management strategy, you always need to have some management strategy allows, and you have, for example, really free money that you can invest. You don't afraid of lose some part of it. So if you are the crazy one person who decide to invest in crypto, you need to understand your goals. Why do you invest at all? First of all. And why in crypto? So if, for example, you want fast money, you want some quick increase of capital, you, for example, need to buy something, you want to launch something, and you need, for example, to double your capital, this part of capital. Okay, so you can invest. It could be a long-term investment, like it's classic advice of buying and hold Bitcoin. It could be a risky investment, like we are doing here in ECAS. Now our new indexes are suitable for quick investments. As you know, we collect indexes for different purposes, topics. Each person can pick one he like more and invest for a short period of time. And you can balance the risks. For example, you can buy one index the same as with other crypto several times a day, several times a week, a month. You always need to pay attention to parameters of any crypto and our indexes also. Like you need to pay attention to profit, to take profit parameter, to duration, to terms. So you could always balance in risk rewards that you want.
Okay. I see. And if we are talking about different strategies, as you've already mentioned, that there are short-term strategy, there can be a long-term strategy. What other categories of strategies can there be? Or can there be a mixed one? And which one is better, probably?
It's hard to tell which one is better, but as I mentioned before, the easiest way to profit from the market is to use its imperfection. So if you are talking about crypto, you can always find a spread of trading, you can find some unusual strategy, and as we're doing in ECOS indexes, there are always undervalued projects at the moment. Or, for example, some project has grown less relative to the market. So we study projects for investment fundamentally, such is there a real product, is there a company plans, and whether the company fulfills its promises, what the market trend, what the trend of this token, what's going on the US economy with regulation stuff. So, of course, anybody must look for good entry points, but it's secondary because sometimes you just couldn't find a nice point, but you should invest anyway. So all projects in our indexes are reliable and have the same logic. And in general, risk reward of our indexes are close to each other. So you can manage it yourself. You can mix indexes, you can pick duration you're comfortable with. And there are always new indexes. Changes in indexes happen every day. We always rebalance them. We always release new indexes when new opportunities appear on the market. So there could be a really quick ideas for a few hours, like you can risk and earn some good profits in few hours, or you can hold your money for a few days.
Okay, and so do we have those updates of indexes daily, or just only when something happens in the market? How do we do this?
We update them daily because it's always something happening on the market.
Okay.
But most of our indexes are staying for a long period of time, like for a few weeks. We have some indexes like hype of the day. If it released, it's updated each day.
So new coins can be added. New coins or new tokens. Okay.
Yes, every day we balance them. Yeah, each index has its own update each week.
Okay. And do you have probably your favorite index, or maybe a couple of your favorite ones?
I think for our community, it's better to invest in Bitcoin Spike because we all really like it. We have faith in Bitcoin. And for example, our Bitcoin Spike index always grow better than Bitcoin itself. It's like a multiplicator. It can grow 2-3 times better than Bitcoin itself.
Okay, it's interesting. Does it contain any other assets in it?
Yes, there are a lot of assets who working with Bitcoin. For example, some Bitcoin NFT projects, some projects who use Bitcoin as the wrapped assets. For example, project just pick Bitcoins from users, wrap it and holding it, and users can do some derivatives, vintage projects inside with this wrapped Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin on the hype, the projects are on the hype too.
Okay, I see. And what are probably some of the latest, newest indexes that we have released?
As for now, it's hype of the day. We had some great experience last week when our index grow 20% in a few days. So you can check in app. It's updates every day. You can check new tokens and new projects in our hype of the day index.
Okay. So what would you personally advise to the users who have just recently joined Ika's platform, who are absolutely unaware of how this market works? What would be the steps that you would recommend them to take?
If you're watching this, it means you already have a subscription to Ika Socials, which is a good start. As I said before, you must define your investment goals, understand what results suit you, allocate free money. So you must always be consider that money you invest does not suffer you if something goes wrong. You always need to do your own research. That's basics. But for example, while you do that research, or if you don't have time to study the market, you can buy Ika's indexes, because that's a good product for each investor.
Okay, and it's very simple.
I would
right?
also recommend. Yes, it's very simple. You don't need to search something, just open up and invest in each index, for example, some parts of your salary, some part of money that you're comfortable with. I would also recommend studying the principles, not only of crypto, but also the economy, how the banking system works, how banks work, what is the currency itself, and why the currencies always crash. Because that's the main thing why we have faith in Bitcoin. And then it will become easier to understand the idea of gold, idea of Bitcoin, and in general, it will become easier to live with this understanding. So, as an active trader, as I mentioned before, I would recommend, for example, hold Bitcoin, invest some parts of your salary. But if you want some risk, if you want some fast money, you always can invest in Ika's indexes, because there are always good projects, fundamentally good projects. So there are real company with real products, and there are a nice risk-reward ratio. It's always a nice risk-reward ratio, so it's always a good idea to invest in our indexes.
Okay, I see. Well, I think that I have no more questions so far. Thank you so much for answering our questions. And guys, as always, we have a giveaway in each interview. So you can ask your questions to our expert. You can write them in comments on this video. And in several days, we will select the most interesting question, and its author will get a free Bitcoin mining contract from Ika. So make sure to participate, and I hope one of you will win. So thank you, Aman, for your time. Hope to see you. Bye.
Bye.